Here are a few things you probably didn't know about the atomic bomb. Anyone who studied it, of course, will know at least this much, but I suspect that any more, as history deficient as most people are, particularly about something as important as the big one, probably should know this. That were things done a little bit differently by the one with the mustache, Senor Adolf Hitler. Der Führer if there was a world that we now know as this world, and not something that's been started all over by the rats and cockroaches, we would either be underground or speaking a very, very good brand of German. The Nazis had the notion of the bomb for 2 good years before the United States had even started to build it, or even, and I should say, started to build it. It was even a little bit after that. And the Germans, for what they were, led by Heisenberg, for all intents and purposes, just couldn't get it together. Their wonderful leader had managed to kill off or terrify the good scientists from his country, who had fled then to Europe and then ultimately to the United States. But beyond that, this little fact I'm going to throw in is in keeping with the mustache's wonderful mental mechanisms, but had he been a little bit smarter and a little bit less mad, that would have been it, folks. Heisenberg went to him in '39, Heisenberg being one of the co-conspirators with Niels Bohr of the quantum theory, and then what would lead to the notion of atomic fission. He said that when he mentioned that the tremendous power that might be unleashed and what a terrible weapon it would be, Hitler consulted his astrologers and then came back to Heisenberg and said, "It's too fantastic. We won't even bother with it," and didn't fund it, essentially, leaving Heisenberg to essentially a scrap heap of methods to try to come up with how to build one, among it using heavy water, and certainly none of the skills that were afforded the United States after we started. Just the scientists and everything, all the people that he had just weren't able to put it together. But there's no telling that had Hitler funded it and then started then raiding even the death camps, probably, for the right brains that were there, that would have been it. I may go into all this a little bit more, but that alone of just how it was, how the Germans knew about it, and then their leader wouldn't fund it, was how close we came to there never even being much of an invasion of ours to Germany. It would have been just the reverse.